What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. Jacob Blake Sr. is outraged, and I don't blame him. Outraged. He went to go visit his son, Jacob Blake, the unarmed black man that was shot 7 times in his back from point-blank range by a corrupt police officer from the Kenosha Police Department. He's outraged. He went to go visit his son, and he saw that his son was handcuffed to the bed. And he's outraged. He's wondering why you have my son handcuffed to the hospital bed when he's paralyzed from the waist down. Absolutely makes no sense. You know, they treated him like an animal, like a piece of meat when they shot him in his back 7 times. And they treated him like a piece of meat now. They got him handcuffed to a hospital bed, and the man is paralyzed from his waist down. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's how you see how they treat us. You see how they treat black people. This is absolutely ridiculous. And the father says he still hasn't got any answers to why his son was arrested in the first place. Now that his son is handcuffed to the hospital bed, he still doesn't have any answers from the police department in that regard. It's absolutely ridiculous and heartless. This is a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? This is a damn shame. This is a damn shame. You know, the dad at the press conference Tuesday, man, he didn't sugarcoat it at all, man, and I respect him for that. He said, look, and they was asking him about, do you expect justice for your son getting shot in the back 7 times? He said, if you think I expect justice from a white man, from anybody white, for justice for my son, nah, I don't believe it's going to happen. I ain't going to believe it's going to happen. And do I expect anything from a white person that's affiliated with the police department saying that we're sorry that this happened to your son? He said it's not welcome. He said it's not welcome. I'm paraphrasing what his dad said at that Tuesday press conference. At Jacob Blake, lawyer, family lawyer, Ben Crum, Jacob Blake's mother, and Jacob Blake's father, Jacob Blake Sr. was at that press conference, man. He's outraged, man. You know, he saw what was had happened to his son. He almost was telling you a prelude to what was going to be still happening to his son as we find out now that his son is handcuffed to a hospital bed. You know, he's saying that he don't expect any kind of equal treatment as far as his son concerned, based on what happened to his son, you know, and what's led up to happening to his son when his son was shot in his back 7 times, and now he's handcuffed to a hospital bed, even though he's paralyzed from the waist down. The man is treated like a piece of meat when the 2 police officers first encountered him, and they're treating him like a piece of meat in the hospital. That's what we're fighting for. That's what we out here in these streets protesting. We just want equal treatment. We want equal rights. And it's obvious that we're not getting equal rights, man. Just time and time again, we're showing you these examples of being mistreated at every turn, whether it be the police encounters with the police officers, whether it be the once you in jail, how much time you get compared to how much time a white person get for the same crime. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what we call reforming the criminal justice system. It's corrupt from that point on. And then you get to the hospital, the man is paralyzed from the waist down, but you still got him handcuffed to the bed like he's a criminal. He one that got shot in his back 7 times. You know what I'm saying? And it's convenient. It's convenient that all this stuff is starting to come out now. Oh, he had a knife. He told the officers that he had a knife, and they confiscated a knife that was on the driver's side up under the car seat on the driver's side. All this coming out. See, first of all, those police officers need to have cameras on them. Need to have cameras on them so we can find out what happened when the first interaction occurred between the 2 officers and Jacob Blake. But they don't have no cameras at that Kenosha police departments. Those officers at that police department, they're not required to wear cameras. See what I'm saying? That's why I keep telling you about these laws that need to be passed. Things that happen in one state should be happening in other states. It should be a uniform rules and regulations for every police department in the United States. If they got cameras in the Houston Police Department, they need to have cameras in the Kenosha Police Department. Because when they don't have cameras, you know, you're just going by what the police officer said happened. Oh, he had a knife. He said he had a knife. So I was thinking when he went back to the car, he was going to get that knife, even though he had 3 kids back there and would have put them in danger if he would have even attempted to grab a knife while you got a gun. You're putting your 3 kids in danger. You see what I'm saying? Makes no sense. It's absurd. But, you know, when there ain't no camera there, they can paint the story that they want the world to see. And it could be nothing but fiction. It could be a fiction. It could be a fairy tale. It could be a cartoon. It could be nothing real about the story that they're telling everybody. But when there ain't no camera, they can spin it how they want to spin it and make them look good for them to get off. That's what was the great thing about Rodney King. It was a tragic thing and a great thing at the same time, because there was a camera there. That was the first live lynching and beating that was shown on national TV was Rodney King back in 1991 in Los Angeles, California. In this situation here, luckily, it was pedestrians that were there, and they had their camera phones. They was able to show the incident. And they've got the incident that led up to the shooting as they was wrestling and tussling and everything with Mr. Jacob Blake. They said they tried to stun him, but the stun gun didn't work. He broke loose and headed toward the driver's side of his car. All that was taped by pedestrians, and hopefully that'll be shown to the public so we can make a decision, an informed decision on what really took place. And it really don't matter what took place as far as the tussling. The man was not a threat. He was walking away. Why you can't? It's two of you guys there, two police officers there. You mean you can't grab the guy, get him on the ground, subdue him, and put his hands in the back and handcuff him before he's able to get in the car and allegedly reach for the knife that's allegedly up under his car seat? As you want to put that out for the public to get the favor of the public and say Jacob Blake was a threat when he wasn't a threat. He was walking away from him. You shot him in the back 7 times. Come on now. And then this vigilante from Springville, Illinois, he shoots and kills 2 people, wounds one other person. He walks down the street with his hands up with a gun, a big old AK-47 around his shoulder, and he ain't no threat. You know, you let him go back home and you arrest him, and he's still alive, and you shoot this man in the back 7 times, Jacob Blake, and he had no gun, and he was walking away. There's 2 justices in this world, one for white person and one for people of color, and we've seen it on TV time and time again. And you people want to overlook that. You want to send crazy messages in my comment section, you know, talking about me trying to change the subject, talking about what I'm doing, I'm this, I'm that, and the third. I don't care about that. I don't have no feelings about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no feelings about that, man. I brush them haters off. Brush them haters off. Brush the haters off like Jay-Z said. Brush them haters off, because you ain't nothing but some haters, some racist haters as that. I'm just speaking the real, and you can't handle the truth, as Jack Nicholson said in that movie. You feel me? But like I said, justice will be served. But we're going to start bringing all this to attention. We tired of taking the back seat. We tired of getting messed over. We tired of when these situations occur, we want to, you know, it's good to protest. We want to, you know, singing "We Shall Overcome." Yeah, that was good as far as at that time, but now it's time for some action. It's time for some change. It's time to end systematic racism in the criminal justice system. It's time to overhaul the police department. It's time to get rules and regulation and standardized procedures for every police department in the United States of America that they need to abide by. It shouldn't be different depending on what state you live in or what city you live in. You understand me? It should be the same all across the United States of America. And when that happens, then we can finally say we're equal and we're getting fair treatment and equality exists for everybody, no matter your ethnicity. Let me know what you think in this comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. Stay woke.